Yes, what's going on? For those that don't know me, my name is Elliot Ward. I'm actually 33 years young. I'm actually right now on the coast in the UK. And I wanted to share exactly over the past 2 years, I've been able to do hundreds of thousands of dollars in business. And I actually did my first five-figure month when I was very, very new to the entrepreneurial space and the online space and the networking space. And I want to share exactly how that happened. So, a little bit about myself. I actually grew up in a very, very, very small town in the center of the UK. And my upbringing was just a normal upbringing. I didn't come from, huge amounts of wealth or freedom or a lifestyle that I wanted to, or a lifestyle that included freedom or being able to go where I want, when I want, how I want, with whoever I want. And that was always a determinant of freedom for me. I wanted to create freedom. I wanted to be able to step out of that normality of this template that I was shown to, because that's what my parents did. They had jobs, all the way through their lives, and I seeked for living how I saw people on social media. I saw people, traveling the world. I saw people, earning money whilst they were anywhere from their laptop, from their smartphone, and I wanted to find out how. There was two main routes that I could have taken. Maybe a physical, more labor, a builder or a job with plastering or electrician, or essentially a labor stricken job. Okay, and I did not see that as a choice for me from the two choices that I was really shown to by those around me, whether it be family, friends, or just associates. I actually chose higher education. I went through the educational system. And I chose a course at university, and I studied quantity surveying. So I've come from higher education, being really taught that mentality of get a good education, get good grades, get a good paying job, and that's going to give you security, and that's going to give you you'll be able to get a mortgage and be able to go on 2 holidays a year and give what you can to your family. And I just didn't see that as the route for me. I did go through university, I got the degree, and I experienced the corporate world. So I experienced that 9 to 5 lifestyle, and in a very short amount of time, I just saw it wasn't for me. So I was really seeking what else there was. I actually went on to become a professional cyclist, and I built business in the space. Again, I was able to achieve some phenomenal income. But again, the more that I worked, and I'm going to break this down in exactly how my mentor did, the more I worked, the less time I had, but the more money I earned. So I was time poor, but I was money rich. Okay, but I realized that's essentially what most people go on and do. They can go on and earn some phenomenal income, but their time is becoming less and less and less and less. I realized that the creme de la creme, or the way that I wanted to earn money, was being able to have a lot of time and a lot of money. And I realized when I sat down with individuals that had and mentors and people who I aspired to live the life of, that they knew how to do it. So my first sort of lesson in education was, and this was only 2 years ago, I'd already been successful in a traditional business sense, but I was still self-employed. I was employed by self. So I gave myself a job. Okay, what I realized was I was on the left side of money. And I'm going to show you what my mentor showed to me. Okay, he showed me something called the cash flow quadrant. And if you've never seen this before, it's not new by any stretch. It's not new. And he broke this down to me. It was actually made and sort of created by an individual called Robert Kiyosaki. And he basically drew out this cash flow quadrant. And I've never met anybody earning money that doesn't fall into one of these quadrants. Okay, you can see the top left here is an E for employee. That's where I started. I've worked in bars. I worked in the corporate world. I went through, obviously, through that education and landed a job as a taxation surveyor. And everyone around me, that's what they did. They had jobs, they had careers, they were all set. And I looked around me and thought, nobody here wants the same as me. They're happy, giving their life away to another man in return for money. Now, I'm not saying that's not a good place to start. I think it's an excellent place to start. It taught me a lot. It taught me what I didn't want. It taught me that's one way of earning money. But I was willing to progress from that, and I was willing to listen to individuals and seek individuals that could help me progress from there. So the top left-hand corner of the cash flow quadrant is employee. to be an employee. If you're watching this now and you're an employee and you're employed by somebody else and you give a unit of time for a unit of money, it's a great place to start. You should definitely use that to fund the goals and the dreams and the lifestyle that you really want. That's what I did. Okay, that's what I did. And then I went on and formed my own idea. Okay, I formed my own idea. I was self-employed. That's what the bottom left stands for here. It's an S, stands for self-employed. So you've got employed and self-employed. And self-employed is generally where you give yourself a job. You give yourself a job. I was happy because I could work from anywhere at any time. But to raise my income, I came across the same mindset as what I came across as an employee. I was running out of time. The more money I earned, the less time I had. Because I realized that left-hand side of money, this is the left-hand side of money. There's one mindset with the left-hand side of money, and that's let me give more time in exchange for more money. At some point, you are going to run out of one thing. It's going to be time. I realized people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, people like Ayman Gardzi, individuals, Alex Hormozi, these individuals that have really, really made it happen in a big, 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 big way. They were all over this right-hand side of money. So I realized if an individual like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, has the same 24 hours as me, and they're doing billions, and I'm doing a few thousand to 4,000 a month, and I'm running out of time, there's something that I don't know. See, what I realized is that successful people, they learn, they unlearn, and then learn again. The trouble is that most people learn, and they never unlearn what they need to get to new results. So they learn once, and that's what they do. And that's what I saw from people around me. That's what they did. They learn one thing. They learned from university. They learned from school. They learned from parents. They learned from cousins or uncles or grandparents or generations before. They learned one way of earning money, and they never, ever, ever deviate from that one way of earning money. And then my mentor said, look, Elliot, let me break it down to you. There's a reason why CEOs are CEOs. Okay? There's a reason why individuals go out and they create and build a lot of income, and they're the same 24 hours in a day as anybody else, and they live an amazing lifestyle. He said to me, you're going to need to get to this right side of money, and the top one stands for a business owner with a system. You have to become a business owner with a system. When I first said yes to the space of building multiple streams of income, I have now income streams all over the world. Okay. He said to me, Elliot, do you want to keep on doing it your way? You're going to try my way, because your way is not working and my way does. He said there's going to be one basic of success that you're going to have to start placing in front of what you understand if you're going to go to a new place in life. And he wrote it out to me. He said the number one basic of success is this: who do you listen to? See, when you choose an opinion from somebody, you choose their lifestyle. When you buy into someone's opinion, you have to buy the life and the results they've got. I realized that if I keep on listening to the same individuals I've always listened to, I'm going to get the same results as they've got. And I didn't want their results. I wanted new results. See, in the Bible, it says, lean not on your own understanding. But there's people out there leaning on how they're earning money or how their generations before have earned money, and they don't want them results. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. You have to change what you're doing. You have to give your ear and change the voice that you trust for a different outcome. I said, so how do you propose I get to the right side of money? He says you need a system that works when you're not. He said, Elliot, right now to this point, everybody on the left side of money, including yourself, are earning money from 100% of your efforts. It's a good place to start, but it's never going to create freedom. He says you need to learn how to get paid off 100. He said you need to learn how to get paid off 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of yours. He said, does that sound like something that's going to create more freedom than this left-hand side of money? I said, well, yeah, I'd love to be paid off 1% of 100 people's efforts. He said, let me show you to a system that works. His system stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. I wanted to save all of them. My self-employed situation had overheads. I was the insurance guy, the marketing, business development. I was making, basically, if I stopped, I had 17 different hats. And if I stopped, the money stopped. I realized something's going to have to change if I'm truly serious about the life that I want. So 2 years ago, I think it was a few days ago now, 2 years ago, I said yes to the space where I could create multiple streams of income. Okay, this individual was mentored closely by Bob Proctor, and he sat down and he said, look, in this space, you help 6 people to earn an additional $2,000 on a monthly basis. You'll be at a 6-figure position. He said, show me another space where you can make that happen. I'll wait. Okay. So in them first 30 to 60 days, I actually achieved a 5-figure income in my first 60 days. He said, Elliot, the only reason why you're earning the money you are now is because of the network that you currently have. He says your ability to network effectively will always reflect that of your income. I said, what do you mean? He says, until you can network and provide a solution, and you can use our system to do so, because do you agree with me? There's a lot of people looking to earn more income that doesn't cost their time, to be able to travel, spend more time with family, create more memories, and have more time and more money, and not have to trade off their time in order to get more money. He says, yes, if you use my system, you're going to be able to do that. In fact, there's no other industry on the planet that's been able to create more millionaires than the home-based business space. I said, that's crazy. Since the 1970s, there's no other self-made industry that's been able to produce more millionaires than this space. I said, well, no one taught me this. He said, did the people that have taught you how to earn money, did they have the life that you want? I said, no, I need to learn. I need to learn something new. So in my first 60 days, what did I do? I went crazy in meeting new people and showing them to what we have. See, what I realized is if you can get yourself in a business where the capital isn't money. I didn't have 50,000, 100,000, 150,000 to put into a business. But what I did do was this. I did have the ability to build a skill set in connecting people and giving people a chance to create more freedom and more money. I realized that you can fill the gap of having the capital of money with skill set. If you're willing to work on yourself, if you're willing to become somebody, if you're willing to work on yourself on a daily basis, read the books like Science of Getting Rich, Power of Awareness, The Magic of Thinking Big, Think and Grow Rich. These books that help you to become more of an individual and more value. See, you get paid in reflection to the service that you render this world. And right now, your paycheck looks like the service that you actually render. You have to become more of an asset to the market and have something you can give people to make their life better. And if you haven't got that, you can expect to see the same income or maybe a little bit of a rise over the next decade, because you haven't become more of an asset to the market, to the world. In my first 60 days, I went crazy. I showed a lot of people to what I've got. Why? I gave somebody new my ear. I learned something and applied it. See, there's people listening back to this that won't go and apply this, knowing for a fact, and they know it's going to create them a better life. It just is. Okay. And he showed me to the investing space. The final I is investing. Now, I didn't have money to invest. I had enough to get started in the business, but I didn't have enough money to invest. He said, Elliot, we have it's a very cool platform to show you how to multiply your money. I said, brilliant. Can I earn some money first? He said, let me show you how to earn the money so you have it residually coming through every single month into your life, wherever you are in the world. And then we're going to multiply it in the investing space. I got super fired up. I wanted to share it with everyone I know and everyone I didn't know. See, I did what my mentor said straight away. I took action, massive action. Okay. I've been able to travel the world, Europe, Dubai, America, all over America. And it's only because I got this business in my hands that could serve a lot of people. And I went out there, I got a load of no's and a load of yeses. See, I can't even calculate how much money. Yes, I accumulated $10,000 in earnings in my first 60 days. And I can't even count still what that work that I did at the start is paying me. It's actually done way more than $10,000. That work has done way more than $10,000. Way more. Okay. I've actually gone on because of investments to have 6-figure months because of the environment and the person that I gave my ear to. So you got to take a look around you and say, right now, am I in a position to even do 5 figures on a monthly basis? Am I even in a position to go on and do 6 figures on a monthly basis? Am I in a position to go and travel the world? I was traveling all over, still doing the same income I have for the last 2 years. I've done hundreds of thousands of dollars in business from using this information with a business model, with a financial vehicle. And I've listened to people that are earning more money than me in this space until my results catch up. I've kept it super simple. I haven't complicated it with what I think. Are you going to get people that try and keep you where you are? Absolutely. That's going to come in anything. I had that in cycling. Oh, you think you can win this? You can. Well, yeah, definitely. And I went on and did it. So this space was no different. Oh, you think you're going to go and build a huge network all over the world and build multiple streams of income and blah, 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 blah. Yes, I am. Okay. And I've gone on and I've done exactly that. So what I'm saying to you is this information will work for the people that apply it, and it will not work for the people that don't. But what you got to ask yourself is your way working? That's what I ask myself. Is my way working? To do that kind of income in such a short amount of time, when I said yes to the business of building and networking and building a global organization and serving a lot of people all over the world. And right now, there's people that have got a very, very small network and wondering why they don't earn money, wondering why they need a job. You only need a job because you haven't got a network. Okay? All the influential individuals, you know, Rihanna could launch a lipstick tomorrow and she'd make $1 million. Why? Because of the size of her network. You guys probably know it. Your network is your net worth. But how often do you go and replace your network with new people that you can serve, that you can do business with? You haven't even got 98% of the people watching this haven't even got a business in their hands. But yeah, you're expecting to get to the right side of money. You're not even in a position to create freedom. So you've got to ask yourself, right now, who do you listen to? Okay? Who do you listen to? Are you aware that this is where you are right now? If this is the first time, if you're finding out, wow, there's a left side of money and a right side of money. I didn't even realize that. When it came into my awareness, I was ready for it. The person that's ready to take their life to the next level will have to learn how to get to this right side of money if they're going to live freedom. You'll never get to freedom on the left side of money, ever. Because if you stop, the money stops. Okay, and then when you actually find your mentorship, you find the person you're going to listen to. What you need to say to them is this: I will do exactly what This is what I said. I'm going to do exactly what you say every single day of my life. How teachable and coachable are you going to be? I looked myself in the mirror and I said, look, I'm going to do this for 12 months. I'm going to do exactly what my mentor said. I got way more results than I thought I was going to in a short amount of time. You've got to ask yourself right now, if you're not listening to those that have results that you want, you've got to be prepared to stay exactly where you're at. Okay, this information alone and the vehicle that I'm with enabled me to do $10,000 in earnings. I've never done 5 figures before. I think my best month up until that date, and this was 60 days in. The best month that I'd ever done was probably about 3,500. So I nearly tripled my income 60 days into giving my ear to somebody brand new. 60 days in, I gave my ear to somebody brand new, and my potential took care of the results that I'd always been used to. Okay, so give your ear to somebody new. Become aware of where you're at, because you are going to need to know 2 things: where you're at and where you want to go. You need to know, a lot of you guys watching this, you know where you want to go. I want that new car. I want that new place. I want to move. I want to travel. I want to be able to create an income that doesn't require me to show up. Yes, all those things. Most of you guys probably watching this probably thinking, yeah, I'd like them things. But you've got to ask yourself right now, if you are here on the left side of money, it's not happening. You have to get to the right side of money. And then you need to ask yourself, who do I listen to on a daily basis that can help me and give me mentorship and show me and expose me to a community of like-minded individuals where you're shown every single day how to do that? That's what I found. That's what I found. So look, I hope this has brought value. Maybe drop in the comments exactly what you've took from this, exactly what you've learned. You know, help the next person, share this, Send a link to somebody who you think it may benefit. And I'm going to be coming, through much more. Because the more of the world needs this information, more of the world needs it. So share, like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys all. Let's keep moving. Let's get it. But this information, if you apply it, change your whole life. Appreciate you. Cheers. Bye-bye.